Good evening and welcome back to Mike's Plot Point Ventures. Tonight we're going to go over Stranger Things, the series finale. Was it good? I'll let you know right after this. So welcome back. It's amazing that this show has been on for nearly 10 years. It started in 2016. It started out with a couple kids, some bikes. There was a missing friend, and somehow it grew into a decade-long cultural event with a finale that felt like a full-blown blockbuster. Before we get into this, the directors of this are the Duffer Brothers, both Matt and Ross Duffer. They're the primary directors of it. There's many directors throughout all of the episodes, but they are the primary. They handle most of the key episodes, most of the key finales for each season. They just did a really good job. They have like a Spielberg-inspired emotion, a Stephen King-style tension, and then that 80s blockbuster energy. Getting into this, it's just a decade that really pays off in a very good way. The kind of rewards that people who have been there since the Christmas lights and the Demogorgons. Callbacks, reunions, and character arcs that close, and it feels earned. There's a lot of sentimental moments, but not too soft, right? They do a really good job of kind of back and forth, right? You'll see these heartfelt, sentimental moments between Elle and Hopper, then you'll see these big action set pieces and horror aspects when Henry's on screen. It's really, really good when you see Vecna on screen, but a lot of people, what I'm seeing is a lot more people have the fear when they see Henry on screen versus the Vecna creature. It's kind of cool, and just kind of, I don't know if you've seen him on some of the like Jimmy Fallon and that, where he's doing the voiceover, the Vecna voiceover. It's really cool, and he does it on cue, on prompt. But back to the sentimental aspects, there's a lot of situations between Hopper and Elle, Max and Lucas. I mean, there was a scene with Max and Lucas that was like, wow. It was incredible, the acting that was going on there. If you remember the events in season 4, what happened to Max, and then coming back, it was pretty exciting when there was kind of a reveal, but just the acting between those two was very, very impressive. Every time that Dustin and Steve are on the screen together, I mean, I've loved that since the early seasons, but they started out with Dustin a little bit different in this season because he was a little bit jaded from the events of season 4 as well, and it was really nice to see this story arc between Dustin and Steve kind of unfold, and it really did have a big payoff. The action scenes were absolutely epic. I mean, it felt like something you would see on a silver screen, a bigger platform, not like a Netflix series show. I think Netflix does very good production value, but this felt larger scale. I mean, the action, the way the camera was moving, the intensity of what was going on. They fought this like big boss. I'm not going to spoil that for you, but it was just absolutely intense, and they really handled it extremely well on screen, and it was very, very impressive. The music, I talked about it in my short, but they used a lot of the 80s synthesizer type of music, and I really like that. It really works good. I've noticed at the beginning of these seasons, like they almost do this little reset where it's almost happy for the first half of the episode, and then it kind of really gets deep into the horror aspect of it. But just, you feel the 80s big time. They do a lot of little sentimental things, product placement, things of that nature that showcases that it was in the 80s. I'm an 80s kid, and I remember all those things that they show on screen, and it's pretty impressive. The primary composers for Stranger Things are Kyle Dixon and Michael Stein. They both do a really good job with that. They really emulate 80s electronic legends, and they also created the Stranger Things theme. That's really cool. A couple minutes into the show, when you see the theme come on, I get pumped about it every time. I never fast forward. It's a very short little intro, and it's really cool. Again, I came from the era of the 80s where they had Goonies, Stand By Me, Lost Boys, those types of things where you have a group of kids together trying to kind of fight something a little bit bigger, and maybe would normally seem out of their capability, and I really just love that type of thing. So I was kind of shoehorned right into this. I didn't start watching Stranger Things until season 2. Season 2 came out. A lot of my friends were bragging and talking about it. I went back, started Stranger Things probably into 2017, going into 2018. But then I blasted through it once I got a couple episodes in and I saw what it was all about. I really, really enjoyed it. So this series just hits for me. A lot of people would talk about it at work, and it's funny. You go out to the floor where you work, and everybody's talking about what happened. It was really cool. They released this in 3 parts. The first 4 episodes, they were good. They were a lot of setup, right? The second set, or the 3 episodes that came out, I thought that progressively got better. Third one, they had a kind of a big reveal there, and then the last one just released, day of Christmas, or New Year's, and it really worked out extremely well. I just watched it. It's 2 hours, so it's a little bit. It's like you're sitting there watching a full-length feature film, and it worked. The way they wrapped this up, they made sure to give everybody all the characters that they're, there's a lot of characters that have been with us through the whole entire series. They all got like a lot of their story arcs closed out. They all had their individual sentimental moments that happened. It felt like there was multiple endings, and it kind of reminded me of Lord of the Rings, Return of the King. If you remember that, there was multiple endings on that. They were trying to give, Frodo and Sam their closing, and so on and so forth. I feel like they kind of did that here, and I thought it really worked well. They did a really cool thing with Mike at the end, kind of just taking us through the whole journey. I'm not going to spoil that for you, but I thought it was really well the way they had Mike kind of handle the closing of the show. Overall, I think you're going to enjoy this if you like the 80s. You like those type of kid movies where they're fighting something bigger than they are. And I don't know, I think you'll enjoy it. A lot of people that I know that haven't seen it, once they got into it, they were like, wow, this is really good. So check it out. I highly recommend it. I'm going to ask you to please like, share, and subscribe to the channel if you enjoy content like this. And we will see you on the next one.